Hello everybody, it's Wyvern here with our final episode of our Sanctus Reach, the Legacy of the Weirdboy campaign, on the final mission, and labeled Cutting the Wolf's Throat. So, by the look of it, we are going to be doing a sort of a final assault, just an assault mission, I guess, against the Space Marines, and trying to get Promethium by the look of it. So, we're making a final assault. I don't know how much we're going to get point-wise. I do recall that in the Space Marine campaign you got a lot of points, so it could be interesting. Let's see. Capture and hold the victory points. Last blah blah blah. So we're supposed to, and we might be attacking. It looks like we're actually attacking from multiple angles, much like in the Space Marine campaign, where I do believe you had like 3 or 4 different angles of attack. So we'll kind of see what units we've been offered. We have 10,000 points. That's a hell of a lot. But obviously, how easily this goes or whatever might depend on. Well, let's see. There's a lot of fortifications here. This is definitely going to be rough because you need to break down walls and stuff. We'll bring the Gorgonauts for sure. I think their tankiness will be practically mandatory. We got a lot of bikers actually, which is really nice. We got some Storm Boys, which isn't actually that bad. I'll take a Pain Boy for sure. Flash Kits, Battle Wagons, Mega Knobs. Could bring the Killa Can. It actually does have self repairs. And we'll take the Rocket for sure. And then cram in a few bikes. On this flank, we could bring some Mega Knobs. We could bring Def Treads, but I'm not the biggest fan of Def Treads. We'll definitely take Flash Kits. We'll kind of just pick off the best units we can, and then go from there. We still have 5,200 points. We do get Big Red for free. We can bring the Battle Wagons and Super Cans. What I really don't like is that I don't actually think you can position your units. You just have to I'm going to be stuck with these deployments. Which is a little unfortunate. We could bring Def Kappas, but I'm not really too inclined to those. We'll bring some more bikers. We could bring a Killacan. We do have 2,600 points left. I do believe this is it for the troops we can bring on board, or for the angles of attack. So we do have 2,600 points left. Over here we are going to, well, let's see. Well, we can bring some Def Treads. Why not? Def Treads aren't terrible. We'll bring some rockets because the rockets can help us whittle people down. We could bring Shooter Boys. We could bring Slugganobs. They're not. Neither of those are terrible options. Or Scorchas. Maybe we'll do 2 Scorchas there. I honestly want more shooting than melee. The melee for orcs is, while decent, is nothing to write home about in my opinion. We'll bring some Shootas. We could bring a Def Dread right there, and that leaves us with actually very little in the way of points. At this point we can just kind of cram in wherever the heck we feel like. Orc Boys the Shooter Boys are actually 100 points. How much are Sluggas? 80 or 40? Sorry, I think. Yeah, they're 40. So we could do Storm Boys. Storm Boys are 100. So we'll take Storm Boys, and then we'll take some Orc Boys, and we'll kind of overload one flank, and hopefully just do well enough on the other flanks to win out. We're definitely a little. We could, well, even if we drop up, we'll only have enough for Orc Boys, so it's okay. I think this will be decent. The Mega Knobs are not terrible melee combatants, so we should be okay. So, by the look of it, we definitely don't. Yeah, we don't get a deployment, which is a little unfortunate. We'll push up our Killicans. This is probably one of the easier angles of attack because there's. Yeah, I definitely think this is one of the easier angles of attack because. Because there's not, as far as I can tell, yeah, well, the walls are going to have to go down. That's one of the big problems with the walls. There's actually, I can't even see if there's a gate. It just seems to be like a solid circle of fortifications. Yeah, it might be a just solid circle of fortifications here in the center. So we're gonna definitely have to be busting down walls, which is a little annoying, but what can you do? We'll hop in there. Can I use my Storm Boys mount up, actually? I can actually mount up the Storm Boys. I don't really want to lose the Storm Boys just yet, so I'm going to load them up. And we'll kind of push our Gorkanaut up. And push our Warbikers up. And just get some visual, but I don't... Until... I definitely want to have my walkers, or my cans keep pace, so... Over on this flank, we're going to have to apply pressure, but I'd rather have my forces meet up, so we're going to kind of push in a little bit this way. This was unfortunate because I'm going to take some nasty fire there, but that's okay. We'll overcome. We didn't get a mech gun, which is a little silly. I would have expected that we would get a mech gun, but we did not. It's okay. We'll deal. And we do have a Gorkanaut who is not quite able to shoot that stuff. This is the flank where there's actually going to be shooting right away, probably, so we'll kind of set this guy up. Actually, looks like there won't be immediate shooting, but if I push here, I'll take, well, it's just a long fang. There's missiles. And we can shoot at the long fangs a little bit. I really wish we had a mech gun right about now. But we don't, so. Unfortunately, it looks like I can't actually shoot over them. So we'll settle for diving into heavy cover. And now I could push through here with the Def Dread. There's a normal dreadnought, there's heavy bolters, there's missile launchers. This is going to be really rough. We could try to push around and see if we can get some pot shots in. We can actually, yeah, we can do a little bit of damage to him. And we'll just kind of, we'll push Big Red over to here, and we will drop a warp bubble, which will give us a cover save. And then we'll just keep going. Definitely need to be cautious. We definitely don't want to get blown up for no gain. It actually looks like there's not that many Space Marines there, so if we're able to gap close on them, we should be okay. It's just an issue of closing the gap, not without instantly getting like annihilated. I could proc the heavy bolter fire. I don't want to enter the fire for the dreadnought. That would be really bad. And we can't really get anything out of the flamer at this range, so that's okay. We'll dart over to here. We'll turn the cannon around. And I think this is basically as far as we're really able to. This is as much as we're able to do in this turn. We're definitely going to try to knock out this over here, this cap over here, get that cap over there. And yeah, we should be a-okay. Obviously not moving our mech all the way up. Our mechs all the way up. These last cannons could do a lot of hurt, and I think that's a Predator. This poor Def Dread's going to have a really rough time come next turn. We're actually getting flamered by the look of it. My poor Slugganobs are having a rough time. I didn't actually expect... I forgot... Wow, they actually killed someone with pistols. That's pretty impressive, and they whiffed everything. I think that... the Predator is actually being blocked by the wall. So those last cannons are nuts. They're going to do quite a bit of hurt to this poor Def Dread. I'm already down 55 HP. That's going to be another... Fortunately, the Orc vehicles do have a lot of HP pool. They're not necessarily the best in other stuff, but they definitely have a lot of HP per unit. Unlike, say, the Imperial Guard, which I think has like 200. These guys shouldn't be able to do very much, especially with my shield up. But they are going to take out the wall, which is a little frustrating. And somehow that, I think, counts as a flank shot. The frontal, I feel like the flank angle is very small actually in this game. It's almost everything counts as a flank shot, which is admittedly pretty frustrating. there's the Grey Hunter's angle of fire. We'll push in with the Mega Knobs, because the Mega Knobs are mostly immune. Especially given that those Grey Hunters do have to shoot over their own. We should be able to finish out the missiles and then dart back into cover. And push up with these guys, and hopefully work a little bit on the Longfang Heavy Bolters, but it's not as much damage as I would have liked or would have hoped to see. I guess is that this section of there's just so much cover. We can roast those guys a little bit. That's the Dreadnought. Oh, it looks like we're going to have to take some fire from him no matter what we do. But that's okay. We're actually able to shoot at him, so. Fortunately, with this cover here, it's so frustrating. Well, at least we did some damage to the cover. Whatever that's worth. We're not actually able to shoot anything from there. Which is really annoying. We're just going to focus on destroying the cover, because removing that from play will help my other shooting troops. I should have done that earlier, no doubt, but that will allow these guys at least to get some shots at the heavy bolters. And perhaps remove them from play. They have a... There we go, beautiful. So I'll take blasty ammo, because that's actually a pretty powerful ability. And we'll push our flash kits. And unfortunately, they're not able to shoot the Dreadnought. You think a massive robot that's like towering above the land. We did bust a hole in the wall, which is good. I can push up to here, not do much of anything. We'll dart around with Big Red. Keep the Pain Boy pushing up. We can heal these guys with Doc's tools. And then I could throw a Fungus Stink Bomb, but we're actually not in range to get a good effect. And those guys are protected by walls. There's more Grey Hunters back there. There's a Wolf Priest back there. But we have managed to pick off 2 squads, so that's a good start on this flank. And yeah, well, if I push up, I'm going to have to take fire. How am I going to do this? Well, the Gorkonaut's actually not going to take any reaction fire, but the Predator's actually opened up on its flank. The amount of collateral fire there is just kind of funny, but it's not doing very much to him. It's not really helping suppress anything or whatever, so it's a little rough. And this guy's not actually able to hit anything? What the heck? But he's so inaccurate that it's okay. We'll move up. We'll face tank those hits. And actually, we don't even have to face tank very much. I guess the last cannons don't actually get return fire, which is pretty awesome. And we can then roast them. We're not going to get... Unfortunately, the Space Marines are so resistant to flamethrower fire. But what can you do? The walkers are, of course, very, very slow. And so... getting the best use out of them is going to be a little rough, but we can definitely try. It's definitely worth the effort. Everything's out of range. These guys just have terrible range. I don't have a Weirdboy to kind of help provide me with cover here. That was one of the nice things on the other flank. I had Big Red to provide some cover. Over on this flank, I can kind of stomp forward, and it's actually looking like it doesn't have this flank like protected at all by the look of it, and that's actually rather fortunate. I'm hoping yeah, it looks like this is just undefended, and I might have just screwed up, because that's a lot of defenses. But with all this cover here, we should be fairly safe. And we can we'll start dismounting. We'll move our storm boys to there. I don't want my storm boys getting wrecked. We're just going to keep unloading stuff. We'll unload our pain boy. We have a lot of cover, so I think we should be fairly safe. Oh, that's... yeah. And we're empty, so... we can't actually shoot at any of them. So honestly, we might be actually fairly safe. I don't actually know if any of them have an arc of fire on me. And we can just push forward. And hopefully there's no arc of fire here. There's not. And we'll just start offloading. The reason I'm going to start unloading right now is because the way... so now I should say, the way unloading, when you unload, you only get one round of shooting. Or you only get one. Yeah, you only get to shoot once. So I'm trying to get my all my troops offloaded before I'm engaging, so that they'll get their full shooting in. We're way out of range on the Gorkonauts. We're way out of range over there. We're doing okay over here. Slowly but surely, we'll just whittle them down. We'll bust out of that wall, snipe down the Dreadnought, and we'll be A-okay. On this flank, things might be a little rough. We're definitely, in spite of the fact that there's like a bunch of cover here. I love how the last cannons miss at point blank, and were sniping me perfect. And all these guys who have intervening cover are actually hitting perfectly. I guess these guys were debuffed by the flamethrowers though, so that actually makes a little bit of sense. I'm going to take some not fire on the knobs, because those guys I think are exposed by this opening I made. This I think is a bit of a waste. Flamethrowing the knobs instead of sniping important units might be stupid, but that's AI for you. And that's a bunch of machines by the sound of it. Definitely not. Oh boy, these guys do get some shooting. Oh boy. So despite the fact that there's cover there, we didn't get to shoot because there was cover, but they get to shoot just because I guess just because they're hugging the wall here. Oh boy, this battle wagon's getting wrecked. At this range, even the Space Marines are struggling. I guess not. And I guess even the cover bonus from the AoE thing is not really saving me. Oh well, it is what it is. We'll deal with them. Took a whole bunch of damage on the battle wagons. We'll push up to here. We'll lob a flame grenade. And then mow through these Long Fangs with last cannons. Beautiful. That's one unit gone, and then we'll focus on the annoying Dreadnought. And actually, at this range, it looks like we're even pulverizing the Dreadnought a little bit, which is perfect. Do I still have troops in this? No, I don't. I was about to say. This might count as a flank shot, given this game's awkward definition of a flanking fire. I could actually push up to here. And get completely screwed by RNG. We'll push up to here. And finish off the 2 Long Fang missiles. Actually, we won't finish off the Long Fang missiles. Well, we might be able to. We still have Storm Boys. He's gone. Perfect. And what is this? A goo bomb. It's kind of funny. We'll use our choppas, I guess. I should have done this sooner, because I could have gotten flank shots, and it's one of those things you forget to do, but it's a pretty serious mistake, and it's costing me right now. I might be able to eke out just a little bit with these biker. No, they're not. Can I destroy this? Might be. Well, if I can destroy the cover. And the Dreadnought with the lightning claw is actually not very. With the lightning claw is actually not very good in close quarters, even though it doesn't entirely make sense. It doesn't get splashed, so. Support boys. We got to keep our bikes going. Get our killicans moving. Unfortunately, the transports are just falling, or the walkers are falling behind so badly. We'll jump over to here. And we'll just keep applying pressure. We'll need to pick up this cap over here on the left at some point. Well, we don't have to, I guess, but got a little bit of fire there. We're not breaking his morale, though. Oh boy, that hurt a lot. At least the flamer finally did a little bit of something. Unfortunately, this still counts as cover, in spite of the fact that I'm shooting through like a gap here. But what can you do? They're all gone. So perfect. And now we need to somehow get rid of this predator. We're getting some flanking fire on it, which is good, and we've debuffed its accuracy a little bit. This Death Threat's actually in cover, so it should get a cover bonus. We're just trying to pulp this predator as quickly as we can. It's at this point it's basically, and it gets wrecked by the Gorkanaut. Beautiful. And the Gorkanaut can actually level itself up, which I wasn't paying much attention to, but it can, which is pretty cool. We just need to keep pushing our walkers forward, keep our knobs pushing forward, keep our everything pushing forward, keep the advance going. So at this point, this outer layer, this outer ring, is down to, and I'll be able to, I can actually pull the Storm Boys offline to go capture that point. So at this point, the outer ring's down to the Dreadnought, who's really messed up and low on morale and all that sort of stuff. He's actually got 6 morale. I can actually shoot him. Maybe that'll drop his morale to nothing. 28 damage with pistols. I feel like that right there sums up the RNG in this game very, very nicely. And that just leaves this flank, where unfortunately we make any move and we're taking a hell of a crossfire. I'm going to try to pulverize the Dreadnought and fail miserably. We'll bait out the fire from the Grey Hunters. Actually take quite a bit of damage in the process there. That was... Oh boy, that shooting. I would have hoped at least one shot would hit the Dreadnought, but that's asking for too much. Can I? Okay. We're double tapping them. Beautiful. Dreadnought's gone, and that is definitely nice. Unfortunately, let's see, this guy can't heal. So, forget it, we're pushing through. We're just going to YOLO in with these knobs and hopefully not lose a model. We'll push through to here and go after these long fangs. They'll retreat, and now we can go after the long fangs with the missile launchers. We wanted to go after the ones with the missile launchers because we are... because that way you get a little bit more damage out. You get more models attacking. Oh boy, I didn't actually see these guys until just now. This was a major problem. I'll move to engage. So we'll push up to here. Gun ourselves down some Grey Hunters. I do believe these are the guys with the exploding ammo, which is helping quite a bit. They're still not able to wipe out the whole squad very quickly, unfortunately. That's actually, there we go, beautiful. And we'll dart back into cover over there. And we'll just keep pushing. Can move these guys up to there. Push Big Red up to like here. Yeah, things are all going fairly well. That flanking force though could be nasty problem. Well, we'll send the Orc boys to cap that point, and I think that's going to be it for this turn. Oh boy, the enemy has a Land Raider. Oh no, that's not something I was hoping for. Now they're firing at the Death Dread, which makes sense because the knobs at point blank are basically immune. Oh boy, Battle Wagon's getting wrecked by the Land Raider. Land Raider, of course, does have quad las cannons with the 2 double twin length, I do believe. I do believe this is my... Oh no, this is really rough. They actually got to sneak in without having to... Oh no, this is going to be really rough. This is a very big flanking force. Oh no, this is really bad. I might lose my flash kits here. I thought the flash kits would get shots in, but instead these guys just flanked around. And they're just ignoring my zones of control completely. I don't really have... Oh no. Yeah, this is really bad. Battle Wagon's not too vulnerable, I'd think, but... Oh no. Flash kits are goners. The melee's definitely been buffed a whole bunch, which is a little annoying. But what can you do? Rhino. Holy heck, that's a lot of mech. That is really frustrating. Doesn't friendly fire, of course. You'd think that at this range it would friendly fire. Those guys are much blocking the shots. Well, I'm gonna lose some knobs probably. Maybe I do. Yeah. I was gonna say if I don't, that would make me happy, but it'd be surprising. There's a very good chance I'll lose this Death Dread as well, depending on how much... Oh, they're focusing on the Mega Knobs, so... doing quite a bit of damage to them. I'm going to have to use the heal on the Mega Knobs. Now I get some return fire, now I get some defensive fire, but too little too late for me. Oh well, what can you do? Hopefully, once we wipe out this annoying nuisance of a flanking force... Unfortunately, completely forgot about this unit. Oh well. Misclick. We'll push up to here. Hopefully. We're not even able to kill a person with a kill bolt. That's pretty pathetic. We'll try to beat this guy down with a staff and fail. We'll roast them then. At least that did some damage. Okay. Now we're kind of talking. Still be. I'm gonna pop Blessing of Mork, give myself immunity to all damage this turn, and just try to snipe some puppies. Looks like I only... Oh, because I popped that ability. Oh, this is so frustrating. I'm gonna have to shoot through Big Red. Yeah, I'm killing Big Red more than I'm killing this annoying guy. We'll take Sharpshooter. At least the bikers are mowing through these guys like really effectively. This was less than this shooting was a lot less than effective, but what can you do? Can't get everything you want, I suppose. They're dead. And we leveled up, so we can get that. Keep pursuing them. Get them off my rear. We'll push through to here with the. Oh, I forgot there's a wolf priest back there. I do believe this cloud is centered on there, so I should be able to mow down these Grey Hunters pretty effectively. And I will focus on the wolf priest. I think the wolf priest does have a Rosarius. He does, so he's actually pretty tanky, which is unfun. But what can you do? And yeah, we'll push up with our flash gets. At least now all their flyers are gone. So now if they want to engage me, they're gonna have to engage me frontally with all those bikes, which is a small consolation prize. But oh well, what can you do? I'm gonna try to focus out this wolf priest. I don't know how much reinforcements. This is scripted. This is like a quest mission, so I'm not entirely sure how much the troops the AI is going to get if it just keeps getting troops like it does in the other modes or not. I don't know, but it's going to shoot me if I go here. Stormbolter. So we'll accept the risk. We'll push to here, and we will roast some gits. Hopefully we can drop some of these guys' morale. All of these guys should be at least almost. They're not. None of them are so heavily armored that they should be immune to that sort of damage. Set reaction arc. I don't want to send in this guy just yet, but yeah, it's looking up fairly good. We'll send the orc boys out to here just to do some scouting, as well as to hopefully capture this point without having to commit like really good troops to that. Hopefully we can bring down this dread. Can I level up a unit off that? That would be perfect. Trying to find units that need leveling. I could use the storm. Well, I guess I could use the storm boys. They failed. I don't. Will this help? Will flanking him? They're not able to finish off the dreadnought. That's mildly pitiful. And when I say mildly, I mean it's horrible. But there we go. Okay, 400 XP off that kill. It's pretty good. Now, killing the Land Raider is going to be a pain. Land Raider has 500 HP. Holy hell. We'll destroy the tile just to kind of open the path for our troops. We'll have our killer cans. Not that the cans can do that. Well, if they can get close enough to the Land Raider, they can do damage. But they need to get close. I'm not gambling on that right now. We're just going to use these guys to clear a path and push through behind them with our lighter troops. Yeah, all should go well. Gorkanot's still kind of marching along. I need to slow my advance down a little bit for the cans to catch up. It looks like if I go over the wall because I rise in elevation, then I expose myself to taking damage from those guys. So we're just gonna. I'm gonna try to destroy these. I'm just gonna keep trying to destroy cover, open the path up for myself. I don't think this predator is actually able to shoot me, but we just need to work on destroying cover. I definitely want to get this guy out of dodge if I at all can do that. I want to try to keep my transporters alive. Last cannon is one of those units that actually does surprisingly well against frontal armor, I've found. Boys need to push up. That's not boys. There we go. I don't actually think any of my infantry is beat up, so it's a little. The pain boy's not really useful right now. Maybe you'll find some use eventually. And there's no reason to shooting the predator, and well, I can't even do it though. So, and hopefully we can get our Morkanot up. And if it draws all the fire, that would be good. So over here, this flank is definitely looking a little rough. It's looking a little grim, but we did roast some people. And we will turn our hull and be ready to engage if they decide to push in on us. And yeah, that's basically it for this turn. It doesn't actually look like they got reinforcements. This guy whiffed both his shots, which is good because this Death Dread's really pretty badly beat up. Well, he actually hit, and we still didn't manage to finish off. Oh, there we go. We finished off one puppy. That's something of a win. Are they going to be able to close the distance? They are. And that was. You think a big cannon wouldn't just. You'd think a big cannon like that wouldn't just like kill the guy on the Thunderwolf. It would basically just annihilate him instantly. And instead it does practically nothing. Now these guys are gonna try to melee a Death Tread. They can. I guess they can do some damage, and if it. Oh boy. Well, they just got wiped out, trying to kill a Death Tread. This is really bad. The Terminators are really dangerous. Looks like they're trying to reinforce this flank, which means I'm gonna have to flex around. Predator actually has shots. And looks like the Assault Cannon on the Land Raider has shots too. What the heck? Would not expect that, but what can you do? The Wolfguard Termies are a threat, a serious threat. But we're actually not. Okay, we're actually in a decent spot here. We'll finish off the Wolf Priest. We'll struggle to finish off the Wolf Priest, I guess is the accurate description of that. We'll push on. Hopefully this guy will be dead. There we go. And if we go... No, oh, no, that was not what I wanted. Oh, well. We'll shoot these guys. It's okay. We're in cover. They're not. And it'll be okay. So, there's a Predator there, which is a bit of a threat, a bit of a problem. We can't actually fly over that terrain for some reason, by the look of it. All right. Okay. I actually think we're gonna take that because the reason I'm taking this is just because gap closing is rather difficult. All right, we're gonna wipe out these Thunderwolves. Oh boy. There we go. Okay, Killican did something. It has a loudener, which, because I do believe it makes it affect morale a little more. We should be able to finish off this Thunderwolf. There we go. RNGesus was a little nicer for once. We'll try to hit it with the Weirdboy staff and not do anything. There we go. That was grand total of 12 damage. Very high damage. That was pitiful damage. Oh boy. What can you do? At least that's something. Try to finish this guy off in melee, I guess. Perfect. Alright, so he's a goner. That leaves the Termies and the Rhino. We'll bait out the fire from the Rhino. And unfortunately gets crits there. And we'll try to... And we actually break that, because we have those shock claws, we're actually breaking these guys' morale really effectively, which is pretty awesome. That's something I didn't even think about, but being able to break people's morale is just so good. I always thought that it was kind of, the loudener was kind of useless on the guns, but it's the morale debuff is huge. And you kind of feel it after a while. And these guys, I'm hoping to finish off this Assault Terminators. I hoped wrong. It's okay. We'll push up to here. Drop a heal on our knobs. So at this point, AI's got a speeder. It's got a Rhino. I think it had a second speeder somewhere. Some Swift Claws. And some tanks. And we are stuck trying to move around. Oh boy. We did take... Orc long range armor piercing is pretty pitiful, but we're trading somewhat. Somewhat here. I don't actually know if the Land Raider gets any sort of return. It does, by the look of it. Twin-linked heavy bolter. Oh boy. What does it have? So it's got last cannons. It's got... Oh, it doesn't have an assault cannon. I'm so used to seeing it. Maybe that was only in Dawn of War where they had the assault cannon. Because I think there the Space Marine one had assault cannons and it had like flamethrowers. But that might have been a different Land Raider. I forget. I think it had a melt on top. Oh, there's a Venerable Drip. He's actually on the wrong side of the wall, so perfect. I don't really have to worry about him. We really all this the streets look wider than they actually are, because there's all this kind of debris there. So I'm just trying to kind of clear things out for my troops. Keep this push going. This whole pile of debris here is just so frustrating. We'll try to whittle down the Predator. Every little bit of damage helps. We've already knocked it down about 50 HP, which is better than nothing. Oh my god, that was a pretty nice crit. That was like 50, 70 damage. Holy heck. That was really good. And now at this range, we can engage the Predator. We're probably not going to do very much to it. I don't really feel like engaging on the Land Raider right now. But that's not bad. Okay, so we need something. I need to do something to bait out the... It looks like it might actually just end up being the Storm Boys baiting out the shot. Yeah, why not? It's okay. Yeah, that's not terrible. Oh boy, this is terrible. We'll engage on the Land Raider and just try to tie it down. And then we'll take these Storm Boys and we will fly to the rear of the Predator and hit it with our choppas and do a lot of damage because Orcs is best. Okay. And I'm actually blocked by the wreckage of this Dreadnought, which is really not good. For some reason I'm not able to destroy it, probably because it's the same. We'll destroy this bit of cover. I just need to kind of cut my way through. No excuses. I guess all these guys have already shot, or it just doesn't let them attack. It's really frustrating. And on we go. We keep trying to push through, and yeah, hopefully eventually something will work out. I'm not quite able to hit that guy. Land Raider's back there, being a nuisance. We'll push around with the can. Actually, I wasn't going to, but I'm gonna make sure that those we're actually able to walk over the light debris with the Gorkanaut. I did not realize that. It's pretty cool. And that leaves a huge traffic jam here of troops. This center is. This is actually a lot more difficult than I expected to take. I figured it would be. I figured this would be a fair bit easier to take than or to storm than it actually would be, but the way some of the stuff's positioned, yeah, the way some. Oh, we're able to destroy that now. There we go. Okay, we busted ourselves a path through the marshes. Perfect. And keep pushing. For some reason, yeah, we're not able to shoot that. Oh well. But otherwise, we're looking pretty good right now. I think we're looking pretty good. We did lose those flash kits, which was really, really bad. But these Terminators are broken. This Rhino Transfer is pretty beat up. There's very little left to contest me. Should be all okay. We're kind of pushing on the center there. If we can capture all 6 points, which we're going to lose some Storm Boys, but Storm Boys are Storm Boys. Who cares? We might actually lose all our storm boys, which is a little sad. Yeah, we're gonna lose our storm. No, we're not. Oh, maybe. Well, the land raider's still there, but these dreadnoughts. Oh boy, oh boy, that's a lot of meanness. Pulping my Gorkanaut. Oh god, that's a lot of dreads. The only good thing about this is that he's really inaccurate at this range, like even despite Space Marine shooting being so much better than Orc shooting. Rhino takes a bit of damage. He's shooting. Oh boy, Big Red's in trouble. They just have so many. The speeders are brutal. I think the speeders are by far the best unit. probably the best unit in the game. I'd almost argue. Yeah, I'd say they're probably the best unit in the game. Surprised there's no friendly fire. Usually, if I were shooting like this over my own troops, I'd probably be taking friendly fire. Yeah, so we lost all of them, but the Land Raider, I don't even know who was shooting there. But this Predator's almost dead. Oh, kill again. So, we've been flanked. We'll push the flask. We want to be as close as possible so that we just tear through them. That's really good precision. And he's a goner. So we can... this is actually a really rough choice. We'll take... how's my stats guns? Armor right now. Armor piercing. Weapon stats. Piercing's only 30. 20 armor piercing would be good. But... I'll take piercing damage, I suppose. And we'll kill him. And then we'll move up to here. And we'll kill this Rhino. Beautiful. Rhino's getting wrecked. We'll focus on the land speeders because they're a pretty big nuisance. For some reason we can't actually shoot them, but we can at least shoot that. Beautiful. Alright. And then I can push up to here. Oh, I was being blocked by the Killacan. And apparently they're like... And that, I think, just shows why armor-piercing units are so useless in this game. Because this land speeder, right, was in a terrible position, and he had very low HP, and oh, these are both such good abilities. But I think these guys usually die really quickly anyway, so we'll push up to here. Oh my god, that was beautiful. But I think that just kind of shows just how useless armor piercing often is. These guys are, the battle wagons are pretty tanky, which is good, which makes them good even though they're not doing that much damage. But the fact that they can't even kill a lightly armored kind of speeder, and these are units you're coughing up, you're kind of coughing up a lot of gold or a lot of money for, is just makes them feel so useless. Okay, we baited out some return fire from him. Okay, forget this. I'm gonna let the pain boy do the job. There we go. I'll push up at the corner. And we'll start working on the Land Raider. It actually looks like the Land Raider might... So I know that in tabletop the Land Raider has the same armor all around, but I guess here they might not have actually done that. They might have just given it... we'll dart over to there. Oh boy. Maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe it's just that the flash gets are so strong. Trying the flamethrower Land Raider is kind of worthless, but might as well, better than doing nothing. Move up to here. And try to shoot down the Venerable Dreads a little bit. I don't know how the rockets perform against Dreads. Not well. Oh well. That is what it is. We'll keep working on this Land Raider. Hopefully bring it down. If we can... Eventually he's going to run out of HP. It's already down a bit. It's kind of, I think, the way you got to take it when you're dealing with tanks like that. You just got to accept that it's going to take you forever to chop through them. And eventually you'll get them. You'll get them a bit. So here, it actually looks like I didn't have to pull anything back. And we're actually in range of the Land Raider. And I think I'm hitting my own guys. Three, 9 damage. Whoop, whoop. Cover's gone. Okay. That is doing a surprising amount of damage. Do these guys have armor piercing? They have super. Oh, they have guaranteed crits. I was actually checking through this poor Land Raider really quickly. The Land Raider's down to under half health. That's pretty awesome. Pretty sick. We're off with the bikes. Pop double attacks. And pulp that guy. Beautiful. Holy heck, bikes are just brutal. I don't know why they do so much damage per hit. But they just do. So, that's their unit to be abused. And that is for sure. We're just kind of pushing along as best as we can. This poor battle wagon's so messed up. These dreads are a nuisance, but what can you do? I don't really need to set a reaction arc really on that unit. And I think that's basically it. I think we've basically done everything we could for this turn. Yeah. And we can actually make a dash to get behind this predator, and while we're probably not going to kill it with pistols, if we can get it to turn around, that would be ideal. Because otherwise I'm going to have to make a mad dash with bikes. Otherwise, the next turn we'll be able to get into melee on it, and that would be ideal. So yeah, good stuff. We control 3 of the 6 VPs we need. Yeah, it's going to focus on the knobs, but they're going to be able to get into god, oh boy, they're down the last model. They didn't get the flank though. That's okay. The Venerable Dreads are doing a really good job keeping their frontal armor to me. And with its terrible armor piercing, the Gorkanaut's definitely not doing very much to them. They're not going to do very much to it either. It also doesn't have that shield that the Morkanaut has, I don't think. Oh, no. Oh, boy. That was something I didn't see coming. Okay, they got a knight. And they got Terminators. Oh, God. They keep getting reinforcements on the peripheries. It's weird. Especially given that all the caps are in the center. I don't know if I lost a unit there. I don't think I did. So we control most of the points. Is that a land speeder? It looks like that's a land speeder over there. Oh no, it's a dreadnought. Those two basically look. Oh, that was a mistake. I was hoping I was just gonna move, and then I completely forgot. Oh well. One of those days. Finish off the pred. Dash on over to the flank. And beat up the other predator. The Megadobs do a really good job of just taking hits, which is really helping me right now. We need one more cap point. So we control the 4 here in the center. I can make a mad dash for that. Get on the Predator. The Predator can't really do much against the Def Tread. There we go. Beautiful. So we need to get plus 25 heavy armor. It already does quite a bit of damage, so I think we'll just take heavy armor. And we do have 5 of the 6 VPs, so we need to take... Yeah, we're going to have to gauge on that knight somehow. Yeah, well, so I think that if we get flanks on the knight, if we engage it in melee, if we do all that stuff, we should be okay. We'll start pivoting some troops over to deal with the knight. Flash kits will do good. We'll keep the Meganobs going in. Oh, this was the Dreadnought over there. It just decided to walk off. We'll just keep the Meganobs going. And, yeah. All's looking good. We'll keep these flash kits going. If we can, the main thing with dealing with the knight is just to get... The main thing when you're trying to fight the knights is just to get past their front armor. You're basically set. I'll pull the... Forget those Dreadnoughts. They're not worth my time. I actually should have taken that transport around the other way. That's my mistake. Flash kits back. Pain Boy. I don't know. I'll take you back. What are these guys? Terminators? They scream, or our armor is as strong as our will. Their will must not be very strong if that's how they're ending up after like a single round of orc shooting. Or 2 rounds, I guess, of orc shooting. Plus 12 movement points. We're going to make a mad dash for there. We'll just keep pushing on the outer edge here. We'll send them around. These guys are pushing through the center. We've taken a few casualties, but it's okay. The knight's the biggest threat, and I actually think that might be the last. If this is a scripted mission, that might be the last reinforcements those guys are getting. I'll push in with them over there. Boom, boom. I think that's it. I think I've done all my moving. The biggest problem is that when the AI gets units in positions you don't expect them to be, then you end up like not being in position to deal with them. They have 2 knights. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Well, that's lovely. Oh God. Well, it's okay. God help us. The knight is not very good at killing armor, but is very good at killing infantry. And so I'm going to have to kind of try to absorb the shots on the Gorkanaut or Morkanaut or any of those units, and then let the knobs in them do most of the heavy lifting. Okay, I'm not even able to get shots into him, so forget that. So there's a knight over there. Oh boy. So we're going night hunting, and we're trying to just find this knight first, and, and then go from there. Just finding the knight's going to be a pain in the rear. Flash gets. I could push around and try to get side shots on that knight. But I'm so scared of what it's going to do to me. It's not able to do very much to those guys. Let's see. Gorkanot. Six damage. Unfortunately, it has a very powerful shield. I don't think I have many, if any, troops that can bypass its shield. That did something. 5 damage. The knight seems to be good at just absorbing damage. And strangely enough, the shield covers a really wide arc. I don't quite understand why the shield covers quite everything, or like why. Because if I remember correctly in lore, it's like it covers certain arcs, but not everything. Maybe I'm remembering now. We'll focus on the knight errant. Let's try to bring it down. 40 HP off is not bad. For a single round of shooting with basically small arms for most part, it's okay. I don't have much in the way of big heavy hitters. That's the other thing with the prevalence of shields on some of the big stuff. That actually incentivizes using small damaging stuff even more, because you're fairly likely to get crits. I feel that devalues armor even more. Oh well. Let's see. We'll kind of play it safe. I don't want to commit the bikes, but if I get around the side. There's a lot. Oh boy. Oh, and the shield's gone. So that was a lot of damage. What is this thing's ability? Weird ammo. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we got some pretty crazy tech on that one, on this guy. Pity there's no mech boy to keep me tip top on HP, but oh, can't get everything, I suppose. There we go. Am I able to get out of range? Nope. These guys can. No. Oh no. I was trying to use the squig. Sometimes yeah, it's hard to rush commands in this game. Good. I think we're basically done again, and yeah, well, all looking pretty good. The knight is in really bad shape. We still got a lot of turns. Unfortunately, it sounds like they're getting reinforcements, and a lot of reinforcements. Though, this could be rough. I'm going to have to pull this battle wagon back. Of course, the reinforcing troops don't only get 1 round of damage, but if any of them decide to melee me, I'm going to be in deep trouble because it's battle wagon. Oh my god, 74 HP. And then right, like, I complain about it a lot, the way armor works in this game. But I legitimately think that is by far the worst aspect of this game. Like, I get that every unit should be able to do a little bit of damage to every type of target and all that sort of stuff, just for balance purposes, I guess. Especially if you get stiffed and don't get like, much in the way of armor piercing. But oh my god, the way that non-armor piercing units perform incredibly well against armor is just really bad. I think armor should mostly, from all angles, you shouldn't, things like small arms should not be as or machine guns and stuff should not be as rewarding against armor, in my opinion, as they are in this game. Like, you see it with the bikes just annihilating land raiders, and you see it with and like you see it, the 16 damage from long fang missiles there with armor piercing rockets, while they got like 20 out of the Rhino and even more out of some of the other units. Which in my opinion is just ludicrous. I don't know. It's my 2 cents on the subject, but we got 6 victory points. We just gotta hold. Guess that doesn't end the game, so. What is this shooting? I wanted the Gorkanaut to shoot at the Wolf Guard, and it hits like just about everything except the Wolf Guard. Oh, well, there we go, I guess. That guy's really messed up. Oh boy, well. We're going to pop our double tap, and we are going to go after the land speeder. And pulverize it. If I can actually get this transport leveled up, it's going to heal, I think, so. That will be ideal. How's the knight doing? The knight, I don't even think fired. But its shield is out, I think, from the short circuit ammo or whatever it is, or from the hit fire from that one unit. So knight's probably going to go down this turn. Dash around the flank, get some flanking fire in with scorching knobs. And they're not going to get leveled, I guess. Oh well, it was worth the effort. I can use this guy again. I don't really want to proc the thermal cannon if I can avoid it. I'm going to proc it no matter what I do. Oh boy, that hurt a lot. And I don't have, this unit doesn't have tasty squigs. Killing the knight on these last few bits of HP is actually proving more difficult than it. We'll use the Death Storm, and hopefully that'll be enough. 5, 10 HP. 3, there we go. Okay, so oh, we got a custom force field. Beautiful. All right, that's really good there. So now the Space Marines are basically stuck outside the gates, which is Space Marines are all they're stuck outside their own wall right now. And so we're going to destroy this wreck just so these wrecks aren't like blocking view and being a nuisance and just causing me pain. So I'm gonna make a hole in the wall here, I think, and go from there. So I don't know how much more troops the Space Marines are going to get, if any, and all that sort of stuff. I also don't know what that shooting was that initial shot was supposed to be, but it gets swat out of the sky by Killican with a spud gun, basically. Oh well. Good. Alright, let's see. I do wish the mech boy was like a unit. I think that would be pretty awesome. And I guess I'll just heal myself, honestly, with the dock tools. Yeah, I guess we'll just start working on busting a hole in the wall here, because I'm gonna have to exit somehow, and to get out in the flank of those Space Marines. might as well make it there. Yeah, we're good. We'll finish it off with a little bit more of knob fire. It'll stay alive, but this unit should be able to finish it off. There we go. Okay, so that's a decent gap in the wall. Flash gets still working their way around. There's no reason to hold the north, really. As long as I can hold basically just the south here, I've got my objectives covered. That's basically all I need. There's a bunch of dreadnoughts wandering around on the fringes, but I'm not really concerned with trying to deal with them right now, right at this moment. We'll go up to the Grey Hunters with some rocket fire. We're gonna miss pretty badly. Push up to here. Might as well. It's okay. It's what we do. It might do some damage though. Well, it's pitiful. What can you do? There we go. All right. We got some orc boys. We got some more flash kits. We can finish off the swift claws hopefully because they're a pain in the rear. We could go after the Grey Hunters. I'm just gonna go after the Rhino, I think. I think what we're going to do is we're going to throw out a weird bomb over here just to protect our battle wagon, which is kind of messed up right now. If they got some lucky rolls with, say, a... if they got some lucky rolls with... we'll get on the flank of the Rhino. If they get some lucky rolls with, for example, the autocannon on the Dreadnought, I quite possibly lose the transport, so I really don't want that to happen. So play things safe, use the weird bomb. And yeah, we're just falling back and kind of control everything we have to. There's not much else to say. I don't know how much troop reinforcements the guy's going to get. There seems to keep... This is really bad. The killer can's not really meant for melee against Terminators. And these guys are actually quite a threat as well, and I don't know why the Gorkanaut doesn't fire on them, but my flash kits are going to take a beating. What is this fire? Like, the shots go out to the side. Oh. And my poor flash kits are having a rough time. Oh no, and I lost a model. That's really not good. Basically bad micro on my part too. I didn't have to push them that far up. I could have kept them a little further back. These guys are like a non-problem. Just a nuisance. But just getting so many reinforcements. What in the world? This Killacan dropped by 76. I don't even know how they're punching through its armor. So it doesn't have good armor, but it's got better armor than that. 28 damage to pistols. Oh, he nailed his own blood claws. That's actually really good there. And they got another knight. Oh my god. And he killed my flash kids with that knight. Oh my god. How many knights do they get? What is this? How many knights do these bastards get? I really don't like how much fire they're getting out of the two. Like, oh my god. All right, let's see. Ermagerd. Hopefully we can whittle some of these troops down a little bit. Flash kits are in really bad shape. We'll eat a tasty squig and we'll try to nuke down these Wolf Guard with rockets first. And we'll try to hit them. We might be able to finish all this Wolf Guard. Maybe not, because RNG says no. At least losing those flash kits was brutal. And whatever that was pretty brutal too. What was that shooting? Alright, that guy's a goner. Turn hull. So many knights though. We definitely need to get my troops in there. And they still have all those dreadnoughts, which are God knows where. They were wandering around a little while ago. We still have 13 turns we need to hold. Oh boy, this is going to be rough. And we need to prepare for a rough fight. Killer cans aren't particularly great either in this sort of situation. I'm running out of flash kits. And they're kind of one of my main sources of damage. We'll work on those blood claws and the terminators a little bit. Not a single shot hit. Classically orky shooting, and we'll go after the swift claws and hopefully snipe a few of them off their high horse. I'm trying to stay at maximum range just to stay safe. Those exploding rounds, though, do really good work. Big Reds over here. We control all the VPs we need to control, which is good, but we just are not in. Still need one more turn for fuel injector. Holding everything is going to be rough. This flank's gone. So I don't need to hold any of this top. I just need to hold everything down here. So there's a pocket here that needs wiping out. As long as I actually forgot I have a flamethrower on this guy. So it's not doing very much, but and every little bit counts, as I like to say. So there's knights in the far south. I don't know what that was for. I guess this is their only real range damage outside of those Terminators. Shouldn't really be able to get into range. I don't think they should be able to do much of anything. Terminators are good for a human player, but I don't think they're particularly great for AI. The AI just misuses them like crazy. The dogs are actually a bit of a... Oh, boy. The flyers are really annoying, too, because they can just go wherever the hell they want. If the AI decides to YOLO in with his land speeder, I'm going to lose my... there's nothing I can do to save my... there's nothing I can do to save my transport. Well, Rhino's coming. This battle wagon's probably gone. He's at the last. He's on his last legs. Last cannon fire. Fortunately, the Gorkanaut has a lot of HP, but my good Gorkanaut, the one with shields, is on the wrong side of the map. So. And they're focusing on my pain boy. Oh no. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. No, who are they? Oh, they're focusing on the Killican, which is gonna get pulped, but it might stick around. That's knight. There's another knight, and there's a third knight somewhere. Oh no. 27 HP. It used to do like no damage at all. Now it's doing some damage at least. I'm actually, that's one of those buffs that I think was actually kind of necessary for the knight to do some damage, but doesn't mean I'm happy about it. I really wish I'd gotten more Kanauts for the, but try to finish off the Wolfguard Termi and not have a good time of it at all. We're going to try to put these Sky Claws down. If we can push up these flash kits, that'll be good. Looks like. There we go. Okay, so we can do some better ammo here. And we'll try to knock this guy out with a Power Claw. And whiff. Hit the Long Fangs with a grenade. Back off. And now hopefully finish him off. There we go. Finally something good. Okay. This Killican's pretty messed up. I can march around to here and hopefully finish out the Terminator with rockets. There we go. That's 300 XP actually. That's really good. And go after the knight, I guess. These knights are going to be a huge pain. I'm not entirely sure I'm going to shut them down, or even where I'm going to begin trying to shut them down. They're just so tanky. I should have gone after these Thunderwolves, but I didn't. That was a mistake. Probably going to bite me in the rear. That didn't work out. Oh boy, this could be really bad because I only just spotted the knight. Okay. Well, at least that's 31 HP damage done. He's out of range. Fuel injector. My last unit of reinforcements now is just doing its best to get into range. I guess we can't shoot at him. Could be worse. At least that should mean he can't shoot at us. Gorkanaut's marching. Well, this might be our last group of reinforcements, but it is a pretty powerful group, so I don't have tasty squigs on them. That's really not good. Def Dread. muskets, knobs, combi scorcha. And I think that's basically it for this flank. I'm at this point basically I gotta make do with what I got and hopefully come out on top. The biggest problem is just how many knights they have. 1, 2, they have 4 knights, I think. Just ludicrous. That was really pretty pitiful. It's weird that those warbikers didn't get any reaction fire. And get critted on. So now I feel I shouldn't be surprised by any of that because the game's very RNG heavy, but it doesn't make me happy. No, they got wrecked. Not really, but they took some damage. This is really bad. The Gorkanaut doesn't have shields. So you can actually, by flanking it, you're actually getting like a really solid deal. I actually think I didn't use my Gorkanaut this last game. I don't know why the Dreadnought's trying to use a flamer. It's a waste in my opinion. This Gorkanaut might go down. Not anytime soon, but at some point it probably will. To how much fire it's being subjected to. Oh boy, that was a nasty last cannon hit. Meltas, oh boy. Oh, who are they shooting at? Oh, my pain boy, so he's gone. That's not good. Here come the Dreadnoughts that we were wandering around. Finally making their way around. That's not good. This couldn't have happened at a much worse time. These knights are doing crazy work. The Gorkanaut doesn't have much HP left in him. I don't even know what that knight's shooting at. Probably the battle wagon. Oh. They just got the VP. Not for long, but they did. The Gorgon actually still has a surprising amount of HP left, so this might not be as dead or as game over as I thought it was. Finish off the last cannons. Or no, we won't because... Oh, there we go. Okay, that's a few units wiped out. Go out to the long hangs. We'll take force field again, and that actually gives us being leveled up will be a huge boon. And we'll fire some rockets at point blank at these blood claws. Hopefully teach them a lesson. This Killican's in a really rough shape, but hopefully we can nail those blood claws good. Wolfguard Termies are back there, which is really not good. I can't actually get it. This guy doesn't have a double tap, so. But we did take out his shields, which is, oh, that's perfect. Looks like the only thing I can hit is the drop pod. So I will, because why not? and I'll be able to pop a warp bubble. That was some really bad shooting. These guys have they do have the blast ammo and sharpshooter, and they still fail to do very much. I can work on the wolf guard though. Not doing very much to him though. We'll dart back. I might be able to launch a kill bolt out of range. So we're gonna have to face tank the Knight's thermal cannon. Actually, we won't have to because we locked out. Now we just gotta try to bust through its armor and its HP. We might be able to hold on here just yet. Definitely not game over. We'll focus on the Thunderwolves with the flash kits, or whatever's left of my flash kits. Shift these guys over. Try to knock these guys out. And fail. But we can go after melt us. That is pitiful. Grey Hunter Flamers, Grey Hunter Heavy Bolter. That wreck is a problem. I think that should be able to destroy the wreck. Battlewings swing to there. We can work on the Dread and hopefully kill it. No, we can't. Not RNG's not on our side. And push up to here. There we go, easy goner. Good. And I can't quite hit those guys. I could hit the Knight. I think that's it. So we're just gonna go up to the Knight. These Knights are disgusting. Ugh, another 2 HP down. Great. Better than nothing. I really shouldn't complain, given that they could go a lot worse. 323 and 322. That's not a lot. Oh, all right. Scorch us. I guess we'll try the rockets against the Knight, but not getting my hopes high. Oh boy, this is a rough match. I could use the Venerable Dresser is so tanky though compared to. Let's see, actually, stats. So I should be using the quad linked, has better piercing, so I should be using that instead. There we go. There's a little bit, a little lucky on the RNG side of things. We could have actually hit some of these troops. I didn't realize that, but that's okay. I'll focus on the Venerable Dreads. Just need to bring them down. If I can bait them in, flank them, spank them with flash kits, mega knobs, and all that sort of stuff, I'd be set. We're going to use our double tap here on the Wolf Guard, just try to whittle them down. Even if I can just debuff them a little bit, every little bit counts, and I'm trying to stay outside of their effective range. So getting caught by Space Marines is just not fun. But yeah, I think we're looking pretty good. Most of these Space Marine troops are broken. There's these Knights, but Knights, well, they're good at killing units, but I don't think that good. The Venerable Dreads on the flank need to be mopped up somehow. Oh, it looks like they keep getting reinforcements. 1 HP. And he's in range of my flash kits. Oh, great. That's definitely not what I was hoping for, but what can you do? Kill Can's not having a good time, but it's holding out. It's okay. Is this for real? It is. They're trying to... It just smushes them. It's funny. Blood Gloves are okay in melee, but they're not that good. And they're definitely not having a good time right now. Those are flamers, I think, so that's good. Getting him offline just to protect my flash kits. But the problem is oh no, there's pressure. Yeah, it just gets troops. Oh, that being saved by that shield there. Thank God for it. Thank God for the shielding. Well, thank God, Emperor, I guess, for the shielding. Still some annoying. Those venerable dreads are a nuisance. Hey, the bolters. If I'm able to hold it here, losing some of those flash kits has been like really rough on me. I'm not actually sure how the Dreadnought would do against Def Dread. The Def Dread's pretty well designed for... oh, well, it gets 3 hits apparently. But I don't think the... Def Dread's a melee walker, so it should do okay. This is not ideal. The biggest problem here is that I'm kind of worried I'm going to start losing my flash kits to the thermal cannons. Because the Knights destroy cover pretty quickly. Oh boy, Battle Wagon took a hit. That was nice. I think this Knight's lost its shield. So. Fortunately, I guess the shield doesn't protect the Gorkanaut. Oh! Both of these guys got like armor. I guess this is like an armor sundering mechanic, but I lost my shield, which is not good in its turn. I think the AI is trying to focus on the battle wagon, but it's being blocked because there's so much cover. Battle wagon survives. Once again, it's no armor piercing. I'm pretty sure the heat cannon is supposed to be like a Melta. I'm not surprised by how much damage storm bolters do, but whatever. Oh, I lost Combi Scorch. Whatever. That's not the end of the world. The flash kits, losing the flash kits is much more painful. They're top tier. It doesn't tell me which ones have their shields active. One of them does have their shields active, but I forget which one. I think it's this. I think it's the one that's been pounded on that's has no more shields. Yeah, that one still has shields. But now, not anymore. Okay, so let's swing up to here. Pop a double tap and go for the jugular on that. Beautiful. We can run up to here, and let's Knight Errant down, and another Knight Errant in really bad shape. I shall be able to heal these guys up with the yeah, Doc's tools, because that's very nice. These guys, by being mechanized, don't actually count as a mech unit, or well, they get healed like a normal biological or whatever you'd call it unit. Biological, I guess, is a StarCraft term, but whatever. Like that sort of unit. I'm having some really bad RNG here, though, with hitting these guys. Maybe it's just the accuracy is just so bad on orcs, but so this is a lot of units. So hopefully we can finish off these Thunderwolves. throw out a flame grenade. That's going to hit a lot of troops all at once, and also hit my Gorgonaut. Who gives a darn? So I'll be able to push up to here, and then open fire on the Predator. And miss a whole bunch, but orc shooting. You just see all these shots flying up, but half of them are basically doing nothing. Okay, we can't get another bit of shooting there. We can, however, shoot these great hunters. And do very little. That's a-okay though. We've taken out 2 knights this turn already, so that's actually pretty good. We still have 10 turns, but so Blood Claw down. That was a terrible shot, but what can you do? And I do have good old Big Red. We can focus on these long fangs and hopefully bring him down, bring him to heal. Not really, apparently. We're orcs, but oh well, we tried. It's the thought that counts. Over here, we do have some Dreadnought on whatever that is. A Dreadnought on. So, I'm gonna get some rear fire on the Venerable Dread. But unfortunately, these aren't the best units to get rear fire with. The I hope this is positioned from. It's not. Okay, I made a mistake. Yeah, we're able to get some damage in. It's okay. And with the Killacan. As you can see, none of them are doing very much damage to each other. That's just how melee walkers are, I guess, when they fight each other. We're just going to try to punch through the Dreadnoughts front, and what's our... and try to use our quad shooter now. Oh, I had a unit name. Well then. I didn't realize I'd loaded a person in there. I don't know at what point I did that, but apparently I did. This is really rough. We'll try to bait out the thermal cannon. I'm not even able to finish off a single Terminator. How sad. Oh, okay, I locked out a little bit. Let's see. We'll shift flanks, and hopefully we'll be safer over here. And we can actually hit this knight still, which could be bad because that means the knight can hit us, but yeah, that's reasonable. Move to here, finish off the Wolf Guard. Move to here, and then work on the Knight Errant. And it does have its shields up. I actually thought it didn't have. I thought its shields were gone when it failed to do like any meaningful, or when it didn't block my attack. But so its shields were down. Go here, and we'll try to bust down this bit of cover. And then go after the Dread. Beautiful. So all in all, we're looking pretty good. We'll flank around the Venerable Dread, maybe get some burst in with the... there we go. Completely forgot about these guys, but It's actually really solid. And these guys actually have armor piercing. So we're looking pretty good right about now. And yeah, things are going a little slowly, I'll admit. I'm controlling all of the BBs, I think, on the map. But obviously, if the AI does get reinforcements up on the other end of the map, they're gonna... Yep, those guys are goners. What was that shot? So bad. The AI's actually basically out of troops. They've got a little bit. They've got the Dreadnought, I think, wandering around somewhere, but that's some Swift Claws, but who cares? At this point, it's just the Knights really who are a threat. A little bit of damage on the Gorkanaut here and there isn't going to stop it. The Gorkanaut's still a powerhouse. This isn't a nuisance, but it's whatever. Both of these Gorkanaut... it does get 3 hits, which is really annoying to get them to attack more often than Death Dread. And that's our friendly neighborhood Dreadnought over there. That's the guy who wandered off ages ago. We're probably going to get meleeed by the Knight Errant, I assume. And it does look like we're getting meleeed by the Knight there. And we disabled the shield. So the Knight's probably going to finish off these flash kits, which doesn't make me happy, but... It's lost its armor. So... This is not terrible. So, had something I had to deal with real quick there, but let's see. Yeah, it looks like we did lose some flash kits, but at this point, with the way that it just seems to be running out of troops, I'm kind of less and less concerned with that. Be able to push into the flank here, go after the Knight Errant. The Knight Errant's already like really badly mauled. And I don't know how much troops the AI has left. It's kind of coming up with more and more no matter what I do, but I think they've got to start running out eventually. And the Knight Errant's facing the wrong way. It's going to get pulped by a transport. And it seems that this guy's really good at knocking out shields. I guess it's because of one of those abilities he got. We'll tank the shot from the Knight Errant. The thermal cannon doesn't seem to be that, honestly, doesn't seem to be that good. We'll use our quad linked big shooter. I guess you can't use the spinning. I guess you can't use the minigun or the mega shooter. We can't hit them. We'll shoot those guys with rockets. Beautiful. So that's good, all good, and yeah, kind of just we'll walk up to this. We'll take out the drop pod and we'll swing around the back and go for some rear shots on this Rhino. And actually, that's pretty crazy. That's it does hefty damage when you get rear shots, but rear shots with a fairly slow tank are just annoying. It's and we'll be able to finish off these Grey Hunt. No, we won't. Not with that unit, anyway. It's okay though. We'll swing around to here. We'll mow them down. With those guys, and that really leaves the Knight Errant on 100, a little over 100 HP, against a whole lot of stuff. I still have quite a few troops. He's actually still in range, though I think I'm definitely not regretting turning my Gorkanaut around. We'll use the flamer. We'll see if that does any damage to the Knight Errant. No, and we'll give it a second shot. Nope. It was worth the effort, I think. It was worth the try. We'll use the rockets. This guy does, I think, did lose his... What the heck? Hitting my own guy. But I do think he's lost his shield, so... Now the rockets are actually going to be pretty effective. And we can shoot... The Knight Errant... It's tanky, but we'll be able to bust through it eventually. His HP is not endless, and we shall overcome... This damage though is pitiful. I'm gonna push up the flash kits. This is definitely a little risky because if the AI decides to kill him, it easily can. But I'm kind of gambling the AI will be too stupid to do that. Plus, there's so many juicy targets here that there's a lot of things he could potentially kill. Or try to kill. What? Another shot with the rockets. Down to 5 HP. Holy heck. He just will not die. I think the guy missed there? I think he missed every attempt. We'll swing out to here. Oh, we're actually in melee range, so. It's not doing very much, but that's okay. This guy's going to be completely broken morale-wise, which is good. And boom. Almost, well, I was hoping that would be a kill, but it's not. This wreck is blocking my progress. So we're going to wreck a wreck and keep going. I should have used a different unit for that. I should have used the Mega Knobs, but oh well. That was belated revelation. We can actually hit the Swift Claws from all the way across, basically across the map. These are the last units the eyes left, and we're basically in the bag. Got everything basically set, but I think they do have a Knight, they have a Dreadnought, they have, let's see, Venerable Dreadnought camping out here with autocannons, Knight, really messed up Knight, and then some Swift Claws. So, yeah, they're basically, unless they start dropping reinforcements on my head. Oh, yeah, they're keeping, is this the, well, actually I'm not sure if this is reinforcements over here. That could be, there was a Rhino that was somewhere around there. Boom. Oh no, they get another Knight. Okay, they're just getting Knights after Knights after Knights. But honestly, at this point, I don't think they're getting enough to make a difference. One Knight is not going to change the tide. I'm just going to retreat with my Gorkanaut. It's pretty crazy that these guys aren't struggle so much to kill the Dread. We'll try Blessing of Gork this time around. Because last time I tried the shock damage or whatever it was. So there's bikes, there's the Knight, and we actually have armor piercing on these guys have armor piercing, an armor piercing upgrade, so they're doing pretty well against the Dread. Unfortunate. Don't have tasty squigs on those guys. Tasty squigs are really nifty, because if there's any downtime, you can just use it to replenish your troops' HP, especially on the tankier troops like the knobs or flash kits or mega knobs or any of those troops. Fortunately, this Dreadnought should not be too long for this world, though obviously at long range he's going to tank for quite a while against orc shooting, especially the small arms. Or oh boy, I didn't actually think it. What is this shooting? That was mildly pitiful. And it's not actually telling me that there's cover. It's not counting this as cover, but it is. That's what he's hitting. That's really frustrating. That I've wasted. Well, the rockets also get blocked by the piping. That was really dumb because it didn't notify me that it's counting as cover, and it just kind of counted as cover. Not the end of the world, but annoying. Definitely, some things can be a little clearer. We will be able to snipe away at the Knight Errant. Boom, 31 HP down. That's not a bad start to killing that guy. I had a second battle wagon. I did pushing him up. At this point, we're just kind of... I want to keep moving my troops because you never know. There could be another crazy wave like what we had to fight off. And so, if there is a crazy wave, I'll drop warp level. And we'll warpath's pointless, but we can do morale. I could dash my bikes around, try to get behind that guy, but otherwise I can just stay here and use the Death Storm. Yeah, we're doing stuff. And he's doing very little. Just like us. But we're whittling him down. That's all that matters. We'll use our rockets. Boom, boom, boom. Nothing done. But that's okay. We have our transports ready to go. I'm going to hide the transports on the flanks. I'll keep the flash kits back a little bit. The only units I'm going to push forward are units that can tank a hit or two from the Knight Errant. And then when the Knight Errant overextends, which he probably will, like the AI is really bad at microing his troops. Once he does that, I'll just put myself in a position where I can quickly flank him and just wipe him out with hopefully the Warbikers are pretty good at that, so I'll set them up. And let's see, we'll push up the Mega Knobs and Def Dread up, and Killacan still pushing up. Pushing up. And I think we're basically done. Unless the AI has magically gotten... and this does worry me, actually, a little bit. The possibility that the AI... gets additional troops. They might have gotten additional troops. I don't recall that Thunderwolf being... them having any Thunderwolves. And Thunderwolves, because the AI moves quickly, usually it's fast troops. It might have just gotten a new wave of attackers on the right. Which is rather not cool, but... oh, well, what can you do? Melee. And we'll be able to bust this tile down in a single turn, and then next turn we should be able to go to the Dread, which is our reaction arc there. And yeah, I think we're all good. It's just going to take a little while. Just going to kind of pound them down. And hopefully they don't get reinforcements where we don't want them. It's a little bit of damage. Flash gets... oh, they're going to go after the Mega Knobs, which is a mistake, I think. Maybe not. Maybe the Mega Knobs are getting pounded. Okay. Oh, wow. 112 damage. It's pretty crazy. Will I actually score hits this time on the Swift Claws, or will they luck out? Oh, they lucked out nonetheless, but at least I scored some hits. Flamer, and I think he's using the Flamer on the Mega Knobs. I don't think the Scorcher Knobs are in range. It's a waste, in my opinion. But yeah, it's stupid. I definitely wish this would go a little faster. I wish you could kind of fast forward through this, because I don't want to watch turn after turn of a clumsy knight marching around and shooting at my Gorkanaut. He's doing some damage to the Gorkanaut, but it's just nowhere near enough. With 30 HP, like 31 maybe with the machine gun included, with the stubber included. So just not very impressive at all. And we can push up to here with the... well, we're going to have the tank of fire of auto cannon. But actually, we don't have to tank very much because we have the shield from the Gorkanaut. Completely forgot about that. Well, this isn't a melee dreadnought, so it's going to do even worse. And we can eat some tasty squigs, and we can mow these guys down. I actually got a crit there, which is pretty awesome. Unfortunately, these guys actually aren't leveled up. It's probably because I have been using them to just soften enemies up instead of actually get kills. Beautiful. So they're goners. There's a Swiftclaw squadron there. We can try to hit them. But we have used our tasty squig, so that means we're not going to get more than one bit of shooting in. Yeah, we'll march around. I guess we're kind of just doing whatever we want. Don't know how much or what, or if anything the AI still has left around kicking. We'll push up to here, hit him with the Death Storm. Boom, boom, boom. And do very little. It's the thought that counts. We'll hit the Knight Errant in the flank. We'll unload on him from point blank, and I'm kind of hoping this will trigger his return fire. It does. Okay, it does. Good. This actually sounds dumb. That's good that it triggered his, but I definitely wanted to... we can drop his heavy armor a little bit. We could use a flamer, but I'm not going to bother with that right now. I'm just going to try to flank, get some rear shots. We're going to pop our double tap with Mordaka. And unfortunately, this guy does still have shields up, but even with shields, he's not going to be able to resist very effectively. We can push up now, hit him with rockets. And I actually killed him. Beautiful. And we're definitely going to take the ignoring shields, especially now. Like, this is our last match anyway. Our last battle anyway. So, if anything, we want to be... That's the one thing we really want. Is ignoring shields. Because there's probably going to be more knights, assuming that this isn't it. We didn't get the end battle screen. So, it's probably not... This probably isn't all we're fighting. And so I'm just going to start regrouping, trying to recollect my troops. We still have the Mega Knobs survive very well, unlike the Flash Kits, so they're actually looking pretty strong right about now. And I'm returning with this guy just because in case the AI decides to push in on me from the behind, so I have someone back there to defend. And we're going to end turn. I don't know if they... I can't hear reinforcements. There might be... Oh, there's hunters with flamers. Well, they're honestly a bit of a joke against these guys, so I don't... We're gonna go, I guess, in this direction and just see what we can get. Oh, no, there's more. There's blood claws. Okay, I misjudged. And there's terminators. Okay, so I did get some troops. Cool, cool. They're out of range. These guys are... I can't actually shoot them. We can push up to here, and yeah, it's okay. It's all okay. We'll push up the Gorkanaut, and we'll push up to here. We can't actually hit the Wolf Guard. That's okay though. Yeah, I guess we're swinging back. Gorkanaut, go back. I don't know how many more knights the guy's gonna get or any of that stuff like that, but I'm not too concerned about it. We're gonna ignore all these corpses or the wreckage and run around to go. I do wish I had more healing ability. I think I lost one of my pain boys, and battle wagons can't be repaired, so that guy's being is really low HP is really rough. I definitely don't want to lose this last pain boy. Got some flash kits here. I definitely thought this was going to be all game over. All she wrote a little while ago, because I assumed it would just kind of drown me in its own blood, but the reinforcements did eventually dry up, so good stuff. Bikes, and yeah, we're just making our way across. There's not much to say. Kind of running out of... The AI's run out of steam at this point, so they might still get stuff. They might still move some of their... The Wolf Guard is a bit of a threat for sure. But at this range, they're struggling to hit the... Well, maybe not. Maybe I lied. I thought they wouldn't really be able to do much of the flash kits, but looks like they're actually absolutely pulverizing them. Now the blood claws are making mad dash out. And hit these guys. Flash kits can have a route. Melee's been buffed a whole bunch. I almost lost the flash kits again. Flash kits are just so squishy, and I tend to overestimate how tanky they actually are. They're really not tanky. Oh well. I'll push up to here with the Death Dread. Go after the Assault. Go after the Terminators. Unfortunately, they do get return. Good. We can scythe through the blood claws. They're not. They'll always get a round of return fire though, which kind of sucks. Just because there's 3 of them instead of 2. For some ungodly reason, Mega Knobs only attack in pairs. So we do get all but one of them. They'll get a counterattack, which will do practically no... Oh, 25 damage actually. And we actually failed to do very much at all there. That's really sad. We'll dart up there. We'll finish this guy off, and then go after the Terminators. And we'll push up to here. I think I should be in range of the Termies. I'm doing more damage to the Death Dread than onto the Terminators, though. Oh boy. No, not quite. But almost. Not quite, but almost. Yeah, we're just pulling back. And we got our battle wagon, 31 HP, and all that good stuff. So all in all, we're looking pretty good. Knobs. This guy can sit around. I'll send him out to scout. They haven't actually gotten anything on the top left, and it might be that the AI just gets a new set of reinforcements in every corner, and that might be what it is. Is that they'll come at you? You're supposed to capture it, and they'll come at you from every side because there was a whole bunch of fast ones that spawned up top early on, and now everything spawned in the bottom. Now left based on where I've got it now, and then so that might be. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure if that's how it's supposed to be. If that's how it is, whatever. But it certainly seems that way. And yeah, we're just going to keep pushing. We're down to the last 5 turns. There's like a handful of Terminators still around and kicking. They're going to punch this Death Dread. Do a little bit to it. I've seen the Death Dread do a lot better against Terminators in close quarters before, but maybe I just got unlucky. That's okay. That's not a bad round. That's not a bad run. We'll swing on to here. I'm just looking around trying to find if there's any more stuff for me to beat up on. That's decent, all things considered, you know. Took about a third of their HP off. We can push up with the Gorkanaut. I don't know if those guys are in range. They are in range. We'll unload on them with Death Storm. And pulverize our own guys, apparently. Oh boy, that was really bad. 67. The quad-linked twin shooter seems to be a lot more precise than the Def Gun. And I don't know why that is. Because I absolutely pulped my guys there with some really bad shooting. It's not the end of the world, but it's really frustrating. These guys are having a rough time, which is good for me. Bikes. I'm just gonna keep pushing on. Flash kids who are really beat up. I don't think they don't have a heal. Nope. It's good stuff though. I thought we're basically done. 4 turns left on the clock. And yeah, we're just pushing around. Death Dread. Heal them up a little bit. Keep pushing. Unfortunately, it's probably taking more time to just move around than it is to. And yeah, we're almost done. Let's see. Perfect. And we got Death Dread sitting around doing nothing up top, and good. So those might be the last. We'll see. They might be the last Marines. They're trying to roast some of my guys. Who cares? If it's just the mega knobs. It's not gonna do very much. Oh, did some damage to the Death Dread. Kind of makes sense, I guess. This might be it, though. Good stuff. He's gone. Where are they? I don't know where, or if it's just gonna make me hold out for the full time. I'll go back. I don't want to lose a cap point randomly at the end here. I'm not even gonna bother moving stuff. It's honestly not worthwhile at this point. I'm basically set. Start moving back with him, and yeah, we'll just stop, I guess. There's troops. There's a dreadnought waddling around, I guess. Oh boy, he's actually gonna do some damage to the battle wagons. Turned the wrong way. But these guys get got. Dreadnought's not having the best of days. We can get behind the dreadnought and unload on his rear armor. And that's it for him. And yeah, I don't know. We'll just keep pushing with a few of our troops. And, we'll just kind of defend base or back home. And yeah, we're basically done, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Pull over this guy. Go back. Not really worth sticking around with all you guys. Yeah. I'm trying to get the Gorkanaut back in case they decide to pull a fast one. I don't know how or what the spawning mechanics are for the AI. Yeah, there we go. End turn and final turn. And that is game. That should be our win. So we have finished the campaign for the Legacy of the Weirdboy. As you can see, we got a bajillion different upgrades here at the end of the last battle. Lost a bunch of units, a bunch of flash kits. Lost some crappy infantry. We lost some of our storm boys. We lost some of our boys, but it was, all in all, it was okay. Definitely one of the complaints I've had with this game, I'm playing through it one more time again, has really been the way the armor's been represented in general. If I was to have any complaint, in general, I definitely enjoy this game, but I definitely think that the way campaign is set up in this game is not good. Or not campaign. The way armor is set up in this game is not good. The campaigns are actually pretty fun, but the armor is just not good. The way there's no real incentive or very little incentive to bring dedicated anti-armor troops because rocket launchers, meltas, las cannons for most part, none of those units do particularly well against armor frontally. Despite the fact that they're supposed to be anti-armor. So the end result is that you're often better off just bringing a lot of fast-moving, high rate of fire shooting units with like machine guns and stuff, because you can flank and get rear shots, and it doesn't matter if it's a machine gun or a las cannon. It's going to give you good damage on rear armor no matter what you do because of the way armor's set up in this game. And then the other reason is that the more shots you have, the more chance you have of bypassing shields. With a lot of the single shot weapons, like the cannons on the track, not trucks, the battle wagons and that sort of stuff, they oftentimes just get blocked by shields. You just don't have that many chances. Even if you take the skill that gives you double the rate of fire, it's still a little rough there. So I definitely think that's my big gripe with this game. Otherwise, of course, there's some RNG and all that sort of stuff, but that's all okay in my opinion. It's just that the armor is just so weak. But definitely had a lot of fun. That's it for the campaign. Good job, you lads. Yeah, so that's it. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a long one, and I'll be probably separating into two. So it's gonna be it's separated in two. So yeah, it was a long mission. If you've stuck around through the whole thing, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe down below for additional content. I'm doing the Imperial Guard campaign as well for Sanctus Reach right now on hardest difficulties, so some of you guys might enjoy that. Otherwise, I do a lot of Warhammer and Warhammer tutorials, that sort of stuff. Regardless, guys, I do appreciate you all for watching. If you have any comments, criticism, anything like that, be sure to post them down in the comments. Yeah, I appreciate you all for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Wyvern out.